Good morning, fourth graders. All right, this is what we're going to do today for our reading and language time, okay? So first I'm going to read you the book Zoomer, and then we're going to learn some things. Okay, Zoomer by Ned Young. Wake up, Dad, shouted Cooper as he caught a fly ball. You're missing the game. Dad's pillow had become home plate even though neither the son nor Dad was up yet. Okay, pups, time to get ready for school, announced Dad, wondering if he would be able to get the kids out the door on time while Mom was away. The twins, Hooper and Cooper, made their beds, but Zoomer, boing, 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 was bouncing up and down on his. Zoomer, said Hooper, what do you think you're doing? I'm not Zoomer, said Zoomer in a superhero voice. I'm Power Puppy. Well, whoever you are, said Cooper, you better get ready for school. I'm not going to school today, announced Zoomer. I'm way too busy. Yeah, right, said Hooper. Yeah, good luck with that, said Cooper, and they both burst out laughing. What would you boys like for breakfast? Called Dad. Nachos, yipped Hooper. Chili dogs, barked Cooper. Very funny, said Dad. I don't think so. Hey, where's Zoomer? He says he's not going to school today, said Cooper. He's way too busy, added Hooper. Just then, Whoompa! Pretty cool, huh? Said Zoomer. Well, it certainly is loud, said Dad. Come on, all three of you. Back upstairs to take a bath. Yeah, exclaimed Zoomer. I love bubbles. Dad was putting breakfast on the table when Hooper announced, Zoomer's going for a world record and won't share any bubble bath. A world record in what? Asked Dad hesitantly. Blowing the world's biggest bubble, replied Hooper. Dad took a photograph to document Zoomer's accomplishment and reminded the pups to finish their bath and put on clean collars. As Dad was packing up their lunch boxes, Cooper tattled, Dad, Zoomer's playing with his food. You know, said Dad to Zoomer, the sandbox would be a better place to build things. Wow, that's a great idea, whooped Zoomer. But right now, coaxed Dad, you need to get ready for school. No, thank you, said Zoomer politely. I won't be going to school today. And off he ran. I think that kid needs a major timeout, said Hooper. Cooper nodded in agreement. Hey, Dad, yelled Zoomer. Do we have any more sand? I think my brontosaurus would like a little brother. Not now, said Dad. You need to get ready for school. I can't, shouted Zoomer. I have a very full schedule today. While Hooper and Cooper were brushing their teeth, combing their hair, and practicing spelling words, Zoomer sailed a pirate ship, drew a picture of the universe, and performed a magic trick. Poof! Then Zoomer persuaded some birds to help him launch his rocket ship. I don't know what to do, said Dad, walking the twins to the bus stop. I'm in charge and I can't figure Zoomer out. He's never acted this way before. Ground him, said Hooper. For a month, added Cooper. Dad just shook his head and counted the days till Mom would be back. Meanwhile, the rocket ship made a beautiful landing, and Zoomer proceeded to explore a strange world where everything was slanted. Greetings, inhabitants of the roof, declared Zoomer. I come in peace. The birds looked puzzled. Zoomer's rocket ship landed back on Earth right next to the bus stop. Ah, Martians, screamed Hooper. Save us, yelped Cooper. Just then, Zoomer emerged with a big grin. Zoomer, I don't understand, said Dad. You've always liked school. Why don't you want to go today? Because, you silly earthlings, said Zoomer into his microphone. Today is Saturday. Awesome. Okay, so we read the book Zoomer. Now, can anyone tell me the difference between summarizing and storytelling? It's okay if you don't know. Okay, so summarizing is very brief and only gives a couple of the main ideas, not all of them, and they're not always in order. But when you retell a story, it includes 5 things, okay? It includes sharing the characters, the setting, the problem, the main events in order, in sequential order, That means like from the beginning to the end, what happens. And then the last one is the solution to the story. Okay, can anyone tell me the 5 things again? Characters, setting, problem, main events in order, and the solution, correct? Okay, so I'm going to show you a chart that we have made for this to help you guys remember, okay? So what are we doing? What did I say this is called? Retelling a story. Retelling a story. Awesome. Okay, so there were 5 things, right? So what's the very first thing that you talk about? Characters. Good. So we're just gonna put on one finger characters. So you guys remember that's the first thing, okay? Second thing. Setting. Awesome. Setting. All right, 2 down. What's next? The problem. Good. What's 4th? The main events. And what's the 5th one? The solution. Good. So this chart will be up all year round while we're working on retelling stories, so that way you guys remember the 5 things that you have to do. Okay? So let's go back to our book that we read, Zoomer. I created my example of what I would do for the book. So I'm going to read you my retelling example, and then I'm going to read you my summary example, and then we're going to talk about the differences, okay? So it should be posted behind me so you guys can read along with me, okay? So this is my retelling of the story. This story is about a dog named Zoomer. One morning, after Zoomer and his brothers Cooper and Hooper wake up, their dad has to get them ready for school. Their mom isn't home, so their dad has to get the boys ready by himself. Zoomer decides that he's not going to school today. The dad tells him to go take a bubble bath, but instead, Zoomer tries to blow the biggest bubble ever with his trombone. After the bath, Zoomer starts playing with his breakfast. His dad tells him the sandbox would be a better place to build in, so Zoomer goes to the sandbox and builds a giant dinosaur. Next, Zoomer sails a pirate ship, drew a picture of the universe, did magic tricks, and launched a rocket ship. His dad then asked him why he doesn't want to go to school, and Zoomer says because it's Saturday. So that was my retell. The first sentence that I wrote down was what? Was it the characters? Good. The next thing I wrote down was the setting. They were getting ready to go to school, so they were at home. The third thing, what's the problem? Zoomer doesn't want to go to school. 4th thing, the main events in order. I talked about the bubble bath, I talked about the sandcastle, and then the pirate ship, the drawing a picture of the universe, doing magic tricks, and the last thing he did was launch the rocket. Okay, so I put them in order. And then the solution to the problem was Zoomer says it's Saturday, so you don't have to go to school. Okay, so it didn't take me very long to write. I just went through the book and wrote down what I remembered, okay? So now that was a retell. Now we're going to compare it to summary. And I said earlier that summary is very broad, not many details. Correct. So this is my summary. This story is about a dog named Zoomer. He decides he does not want to go to school. So instead of getting ready for school, he does all these crazy things. Eventually, he tells his dad he doesn't want to go to school because it's Saturday, not a school day. That's it. That's my summary. Can you guys see the difference between all of my details from my retell and then in my summary? There's not many details. I just basically summarize what the story is about without going into details. Awesome. So what we're going to do next is you guys finished the book Freckle Juice the other day. correct? So you're gonna do a 2-minute partner sharing about Freckle Juice. And then we're going to do our own retelling of Freckle Juice, okay? So you guys have 2 minutes. All right, 2 minutes are up. So I hope you guys talked about the main parts of Freckle Juice and what you don't remember or what you wanted to talk about. All right, so for 5 minutes, you are going to get, I'm gonna pass out a lined piece of paper, and you guys are gonna do your own retell of Freckle Juice. So what's the 5 things again? The first thing you're gonna do, start with the main character of Freckle Juice. 2, talk about the setting. 3, what's the problem? The problem, you just have to write it down in 1 sentence, that's it. 4, main events. I want you guys to write 3 main events, okay? You don't have to write the whole book's events. I know it's a longer book, so just pick 3 major events, okay? And then the 5th thing is the solution. What's the solution to the book? What happens at the end that solves a problem? How many main events do I need you guys to write? 3, good, 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 good. Okay, so I want you guys to get out a pencil, and I'll pass out the papers, and then you can write for 5 minutes whatever you remember from Freckle Juice with 3 main events at least. You can look at that anchor chart that we have on the board if you can't remember the 5 things you're supposed to write about, okay? All right, get to work.